Hi everybody, welcome to Fun Food Friday. Okay, let me give you a little backstory on what I'm doing here. In the 70s, there was a bakery that made sugar cookies. Well, they made more than sugar cookies, but my son loved their sugar cookies. And now that he's older and everything, his whole life, like the bakery is no longer around, but all of his adult life, he's been looking for that sugar cookie. He's tried so many sugar cookies and he can't get that one. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm doing is I'm doing a real old-fashioned sugar cookie, and I want to see if that is close to what he is looking for. So in here I have 1 cup of sugar, and I'm going to add 2 sticks of butter. I'm going to cut the butter up a little bit. All right, just so it blends better. And you want to cream the sugar and the butter together. And you want your butter to be softened. I know my head's chopped off a little bit, guys. Sorry about that. But I wanted to get you a little bit closer here. All right. So there we go. 1 stick in there. I think I'm going to blend this a little, and then I'm going to add the other stick in there. All right. So we want to cream the butter and the sugar together. Now I'm going to add, I blended a little bit. It's not completely blended together, but now I want to add this 2nd stick of butter. So it's 1 cup of butter. 2 sticks is 1 cup. 1 cup of butter to 1 cup of sugar. Oh, I hope I get this. I hope I get the flavor he's looking for. Yeah. Then I can give him this recipe and he can make them himself. Right? Oh, let me wipe my hands. All right, let's get this cream together. I'm just pushing it down a little bit. All right, here we go. Okay, I think I got that pretty well blended right here. I'm going to scoop it down a little bit. Let me put that on the paper. And what you want to add to this, let me show you how I got it. See that? You cream that together. Now, what you want to add to this is a teaspoon of vanilla, which I have here, 2 tablespoons of milk. These are all your wet ingredients, except for the sugar, of course, and 2 eggs. So let's get that in there. There we go. 2 eggs. Now, you want to mix this all together. Let me break up my eggs, and I'm going to put the beater back in here. Make sure I get it well blended. And then I'll tell you what I got going on in here. have a real old, just in case this doesn't turn out to be the one that he likes, if you have an old-fashioned sugar cookie recipe, let me know. All right, I'm going to get this well blended. Again, I can smell that vanilla. I'm using real vanilla, not the imitation. I'm going to try and make this fluffy. I'm going to give it a good mix up. Scrape down the sides. Okay. Okay. Now in here, I have 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt. And you want to whisk those ingredients together. And what they want you to do next is to gradually add this flour mixture to your butter and egg and sugar mixture over here till a dough forms. All right, so I think I got that pretty well mixed up. I hope I do anyway. Oh, I'm really counting on this. I'm really hoping that this comes out. All right, so let me just scoop some, shake it around in there, and blend it up. There we go, a little more. Now eventually I'm going to get my hands in there and get it really incorporated. So far, that's what it's looking like. Alrighty. A little bit more. Starting to get thick. Yep, starting to get thick, guys. Alrighty. Glove. Okay, let me mix it up. Oh yeah, it's still wet. See, it's still a wet dough. So let's add some more. A little bit. Alrighty. I think it's going to take all that flour. When you think it's getting thick when you do it with a spoon, but once you get your hands in there, you can really see how soft the dough really is. Pour it over. How about that? All right. Next time I gotta wear my apron. My daughter made me. She sews, Loretta. She made me this beautiful apron that I'm gonna have to show you all. Yeah, Loretta sews. She makes clothes. And she made these little soup things, like when you take something out of the bowl thing, holders or whatever. When you take something out of the microwave and it's really hot, you put it in that little holder, and then you're able to hold it in your hand. Pretty cool. I'll have to show you that too. Now, you can just give it a good twist here. You still got flour at the bottom, like so. But once this dough forms, what you want to do, and mine is just about there. What you want to do is you want to put this in the refrigerator for 2 hours. So that's what I'm going to do with my dough. I think I'm going to transfer it back into this bowl and refrigerate it for 2 hours. And we'll come back and we'll go through the next steps. I transferred the dough into a smaller bowl and I had it in the refrigerator for 2 hours. You want to get it nice and cold. So what you want to do now, preheat your oven to 350. All right. Now, what you want to do is you want to scoop some out. You can use a spoon if you don't have one of these. And hold on. There we go. And you want to scoop your dough out. So what you want to do is you want to get a glass with a round bottom. I scooped out one here, had this in the fridge for 2 hours. Preheat your oven to 350, and here I have some sugar. And what we want to do is when you scoop it out, your dough, like so. Is you want to push it down, typically with the glass. I'm going to try it, but I don't know. It might stick. Well, kind of did. But let me see. Dip it in your sugar. And push it down on your cookie. Sugar. And push down. Like so. There we go. Dip it in our sugar. Press our cookie down. Give it a little twist off. That's what I did, twist a little twist off. Because it seems it wants to stick. I don't know if you put oil on the bottom of that, if it would help. I don't know. Come on. All right. Back in the sugar. Push down our cookie. Give it a little twist. Sugar. And a little twist. Well, I pushed down too hard on that one. Oh, there's my oven telling me it's ready. Now you want to put these in the oven for about 11 to 13 minutes or until they start getting crispy and brown around the edges. That's what you want. These came out nice. These two, not so much. I'm going to put them in the oven for 11 to 13 minutes, see how they come out. And we'll be back and we'll scoop up some more. I got that batch in the oven. It's actually 12 to 15 minutes. I'm not gonna do it like this. I don't think I'm gonna like the way those are coming out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll them in balls so they're all the same size. And then I'll flatten them when I put them on the pan. I think this is much better. The other way, it's too hard. And I don't like it when it's hard to do. I like things to be done as easy as possible. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to roll them all out in about the same size. You can kind of tell in your hand how much you got. That way when those cookies come out, I'll have these ready to go in and let the other ones cool. I'll put that rack over here. Oh, this is, guys, much easier. Just roll them. Look at that. So much easier. Now, like I said, we've tried all different kinds of sugar cookies. Well, my son did. To try and get that one that the bakery made. And the pre-packaged ones that you cook, you know, that are already shaped for you and everything. Nope, that didn't do it. So hopefully what I got going on in here will be close. I don't know what magic ingredient they had, but they had something going on. For real. Because he never forgot about them. Now I'm on the hunt for the perfect sugar cookie. I probably had it back in the day. I had an economics teacher, and her name was Miss Bigelski. And one of the first things we learned to make was a sugar cookie. Yeah. And I wish I still had that recipe. We used to have the little books. We used to have to write the recipe down. Yeah, I bet that. And we used to make the royal icing. I wouldn't dare do that today. It's with raw egg white. Yeah. No, thank you. Not today. Things were so different back in the day. I found the meat was fresher. Yeah. Tastes different. Today, I don't think we know what we're eating half the time. All right, so let's see how many I got. Okay, so we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't know, maybe, well, at least 20 we have. And here we go. These are ready to go. And I am going to use this to flatten them because the silicone, it's not sticking. And then I'll go back in with the sugar and, you know, do that. Maybe I'm pushing down too hard. I'll try it one more time with this and not push it down as hard and go from there. All right, guys. So let me check. Almost there. They're getting lightly browned around the edge. I want them brown around the edge. Okay. We'll be back. I'll get these out and put these in. Okay, here's the first batch out of the oven. And let me show you one. You're supposed to leave it on the pan for 5 minutes. I guess that's to like cook them a little more or whatever. And then put them on a cooling rack. But I want to show you. There's the bottom. Whoop. Get that back on there. Yeah, so leave it on your rack for 5 minutes. You can see that it's slightly browned around the edges. I think these are going to come out a lot better than these, but we'll see. We'll see. Right, I'm going to transfer them onto a rack over here, a cooling rack. Yeah, mine took 15 minutes. Those took 15 minutes. I don't know if these will, but we'll see. So I'm going to flatten it a little bit with my spoon here. Now I'm going to go in with the cup and flatten them more. Give it a little twist. Yeah, I think these are going to come out much better. Just for the fact that we rolled them in balls. That other thing is a cookie scoop, but for some reason it didn't want to scoop the cookie out. So, push them down a little bit. Now look at the difference. See how round they are? Okay, let's get these in the oven. We're all done making them. I got the last ones out of the oven here cooling. Yes, rolling them in a ball is a lot better. And if you want more sugar than just what's at the bottom of the glass, then before it goes in the oven, sprinkle a little more sugar on it. So, I'm going to, first let me show you how beautiful. See? And there's the bottom. And I'm going to try this one. These are the first ones I made. Now, what you can do too is put sprinkles on them. You could frost them. That's what we did in home economics. We frosted them. We made them actually for Christmas. Because you can use cookie cutters with this recipe too. And yeah. So let's try it. There's the inside. This is my kind of cookie. because of the bottom, it's crunchy. The middle of the cookie is more soft. These are really good, guys. Make sure you got a coffee or a tea. Glass of milk. Really good. It reminds me of Miss Spaghelski's sugar cookies. They're good. Guys, I hope I nailed this recipe for my son. I hope when he tastes it, he goes, yes, that's the cookie. I hope so. I'll have to let you know on that one. Okay, guys. Oh, and you get approximately 22 cookies out of that, which is pretty good. Yeah, 22 cookies. It all depends on how you roll them. So, anyway, have a great day. Let me know if you try these. If you have a really, really old recipe going way back, like the 1800s or something. That would be interesting. I'd love to try that. So, anyway, until next time, bye now.